AITA for not forgiving my brother after he got sober? I, 24F, have an older brother, 33M, who has been somewhat problematic for most of his life. He started using drugs when he was 17 and completely turned my family's life into an anxiety-filled nightmare. He did some horrible things to our family like stealing and selling stuff, stealing my mom's credit card, stealing from me, stealing from our grandma who helped raise us, being really mean and aggressive, putting our family in danger by getting involved with bad people. The list is really long. My parents excused a lot of what he did, and he was really lucky we were privileged enough so they could buy him out of things. One situation I remember so vividly is when I was 18 and he had this girlfriend and they both lived with us. My mom and I were supposed to travel that day, and his girlfriend made up some story to him, so he came barging into my room and screamed at me for absolutely no reason, and later the whole way to the airport my parents were mad at me for upsetting him because he could go and use drugs because of it. But basically, he has been causing problems ever since I can remember, so I always tried to be a good daughter and give the least amount of trouble possible to my parents because they already had a lot on their plate. I would only ever ask for help with something when there was no other option. Thinking about it, you can say I was what people call a parentified child. Anyway, when I became a teenager, my parents started sharing the problems with me and asking me to give him advice and talk to him when he wasn't talking to them. I never liked getting involved, but I didn't really have an option. In the last 2 years, he got sober and is now living with his wife and 2-year-old daughter. He seems to have really changed. And I respect that. I am glad he got out of that life and everything, but I still can't forgive him for the things he has done. Last year he chose not to go to my college graduation because my sister-in-law caused drama, and that really upset me. My whole life I didn't have a single moment that was only about me because my brother's mistakes were always hanging over my family like a looming shadow, so I wanted that day to be about me, but instead, it was about him, because my parents were so upset about him not coming and that's all they talked about. My parents sing his praises all of the time and always talk about how proud they are of him and how much of a good son he is. It's like they forgot the past 16 years even happened and they expect me to do the same. I told them I'm glad he's doing better, but I can't forgive everything he did, and they said I can't be happy for him because I'm selfish. I feel really guilty for feeling this way, but I just can't help it. My therapist said I don't have to forgive him and have a relationship with him if I don't want to, but my parents make me feel like I am the worst person in the world for feeling like this.